Hello, dear programmer. I welcome you all in the lecture series of Fundamentals of Data Structure. In today's session, we are going to start with some advanced concept like sorting. Sorting is one of the most common application in computer science. It is the process through which the data are arranged according to their values. We all are surrounded by the data, and if data were not ordered, and we would spend an hours trying to find a single piece of information. Imagine the difficulty of finding your friend's telephone number in telephone directory which had no any ordered elements. Is it bit difficult? Yes. That's why sorting is very important to develop any kind of data structures. In today's session, we are going to start with the what is sorting and what are the different sort concepts. We'll see what are the different sorting techniques are available. At the end of this today's session, I expect my student will be able to understand what is sorting and what are the different sorting concepts, and they can be able to solve the example based on any sorting techniques. Let me start with the sorting. Sorting is one of the most common data processing application. Sorting means we are arranging the set of elements in specific order. Sorting algorithm indicates that the way to arrange the data in specific particular order. Assume that we are having some numbers and we want to sort them. Then what we do? We are keeping them into the specific order, in increasing order or in decreasing order. There are different applications of sorting like books in library. Assume that your book is having some accession number and you want to look for the book. If that books are not in specific order, then it is bit difficult to find out that book. Then also you can sort the blockbuster movies according to their movies rate. If they or you can put them in alphabetical ways also. The best example of your telephone directory and dictionary where the names are sorted according to their alphabets. Depending upon the way to specify the data in particular order, there are different sorting techniques like bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, quick sort, merge sort, heap sort, and shell sort. Among these techniques, insertion, bubble, and selection sorting are very useful for sorting small list and remaining are helpful to sort our large list. If we want to sort, then the sorting order is important. Whether we want to sort the elements in ascending order, means like 1, 2, 3 in increasing fashion, or whether we want to go for in decreasing order, that is called as in descending order. Sorts are generally classified as either internal sort or external sort. Internal sort is a sort in which all the data are held in primary memory during sorting process, and external sort uses primary memory for the data which is currently being sorted, and it uses secondary storage for any data that will not fit in the primary memory. Assume that we are having a one file which consists of 20,000 records, and we are using an array to sort these records. But array can hold only 1000 records at a time. So during the sorting process, only 1000 records are therefore in memory at any time, and remaining 19,000 elements or the records are kept in a file in secondary storage. So we can say that internal sorting is fast as compared to external sort. So accordingly, sorting algorithms are classified as either internal sort or external sort. Then the internal sorting algorithms even have been grouped into the different classification like insertion, selection, and exchange. Then insertion sort like insertion sort and cell sort. Then selection sort are nothing but selection sort and heap sort. Exchange sorting technique means bubble and quick sort. All these sorting techniques are in that data are being sorted in either ascending sequence or in descending sequence. That's why the sort order identifies the sequence of sorted data either in ascending or descending order. Next is sort stability. The sort stability is an attribute of sort indicating that the data with equal keys maintain their relative input order in the output. Stability is the best seen in an example. Assume that we are having some students with some marks of the given subject and we want to sort them according to their marks. So if you have identified that the two students Sammy and Sid are having the same marks 98, but in the stable sorting technique that Sammy will becomes first and then Sid later, means it keeps the equal elements in the same order. That stable sort preserves the relative order of the record with equal keys. So like that fashion, we are getting that the elements are stably sorted. Unstable sort means what? That elements are may or may not keep the equal elements in the same order as per they occur in that input sequence. Selection, insertion and bubble sort are called as stable sorting techniques. So the next is that in place algorithm. Some sorting algorithms may require some extra space for their comparison or they are having some temporary storage for some data. In place algorithm doesn't require any extra space. Means sorting is done by their own places. Means within that array itself. For example, bubble sort. And not in place algorithm which requires some extra space which is more than or equal to that number of elements are being sorted, which uses the extra space, that is called as not in place algorithm. The example is merge sort. We'll clear that concept while we learn the bubble sort and merge sort algorithm. The next concept regarding with the sorting is the sort efficiency. Sort efficiency measures the relative efficiency of the sort. It usually an estimate of the number of comparisons and the moves are required to order an unsorted list. Means sorting algorithms runs on the different space and the time complexity. The time complexity is the time of computer it takes to run that particular program. So complexity measures the algorithm's efficiency in terms of internal factor and some external factor. So in the sorting efficiency, the best possible sorting algorithms are in the order of n log n. Next concept is the pass. During the sorting process, the data are traversed many times. Each traversal of data is referred as a sort pass. Depending upon the algorithm, the sort pass may traverse the whole list or just the selection of the list. It is also the characteristics of the sort pass is the placement of one or more element in the sorted list. So it's time to start with our different sorting techniques like bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, quick sort, merge sort, heap sort and the shell sort. So dear student, we are going to see all these different techniques with help of different sort concepts like sort order, sort stability, what is their efficiency, how many passes are required for all these sorting techniques. So let me start with the next session with bubble sort and selection sort. Thank you. Happy learning.